What if I told you some fruit trees can thrive in soil so bad that apple trees, peach trees, and cherry trees would struggle to survive? Rocky ground, heavy clay, dry sand, salty coastal soil. Even land that many gardeners have already given up on. Most people assume poor soil means poor harvests, but that's only true if you're planting the wrong trees. Hidden around the world are fruit-producing species that evolved to handle conditions that would destroy many traditional orchard crops. Some survive drought for months, some tolerate flooding, and one of them can actually help improve the soil while producing fruit at the same time. So why aren't they growing in every backyard? The answer is more surprising than you might think. Today we're counting down 12 incredible fruit trees that thrive where most fruit trees fail. Starting with a species that can turn neglected land into a productive food source. Number 12, American Persimmon. Most fruit trees want rich soil, regular care, and ideal growing conditions. American Persimmon isn't nearly that demanding. This overlooked native tree can grow in rocky hillsides, heavy clay, worn-out farmland, and even sandy soils where many popular fruit trees struggle to survive. Its secret lies underground. While many fruit trees rely heavily on surface moisture, American Persimmon develops a deep taproot that helps it reach water far below the surface. That gives it an advantage during dry periods and makes it surprisingly resilient once established. But there's one reason many gardeners avoid it. The fruit can be shockingly unpleasant if picked too early. Take a bite before it's fully ripe, and the intense astringency can make your entire mouth feel dry almost instantly. Yet when the fruit finally softens, everything changes. The flesh becomes sweet, rich, and almost honey-like. Some people compare the flavor to dates, apricots, and caramel. And despite being able to survive for generations, it's still one of the most overlooked fruit trees in North America. But surviving poor soil is one thing. The next tree survives something far more challenging: coastal sand. Number 11, Beach Plum. Imagine trying to grow fruit in pure sand. No rich soil, no deep nutrients, constant coastal winds, and regular blasts of salty ocean air. Most fruit trees wouldn't last long. Beach plum evolved for exactly those conditions. Native to the Atlantic coastline, this rugged plant naturally grows on sandy dunes where many other fruit trees fail. Its root system helps anchor loose soil, making it tough enough to handle shifting sands and harsh coastal weather. But the fruit itself is what surprises most people. At first glance, it looks like a small plum. The catch? No two fruits are exactly the same. One may be sweet and juicy, while the next is tart enough to make your eyes water. That unpredictability is one reason beach plum never became a major commercial crop. Still, for gardeners dealing with sandy soil, few fruit-producing plants are better adapted. And if surviving on beach sand sounds impressive, wait until you see the tree that evolved to thrive in flooded swamps. Number 10, Mayhaw. Most fruit trees have one major weakness: too much water. Flood the roots of an apple, peach, or cherry tree for long enough, and serious problems usually follow. Mayhaw is different. This unusual fruit tree evolved in the swamps and wetlands of the American South, where standing water and poorly drained soil are a normal part of life. While many fruit trees struggle in heavy, waterlogged ground, Mayhaw is built to handle conditions that would suffocate other roots. Its fruit looks a bit like a tiny apple, but don't expect a sweet snack straight from the tree. Raw Mayhaw fruit is intensely tart. That's why it's traditionally transformed into jellies, syrups, and preserves that have become a regional favorite across the South. And here's something most people never hear about. In flooded areas, ripe Mayhaw fruit is sometimes collected directly from the water beneath the trees after it naturally drops. Pretty unusual for a fruit harvest. But what if a fruit plant could do more than survive poor soil? What if it could actually help improve it? Number 9, Goumi Berry. Most fruit trees take nutrients from the soil. Goumi Berry gives something back. At first glance, this small fruit-producing shrub doesn't look particularly special, but beneath the surface, it's doing something remarkable. Goumi forms a partnership with nitrogen-fixing bacteria that help convert atmospheric nitrogen into a form plants can use. In simple terms, it can help improve poor soil while producing fruit at the same time. That's a rare combination. The bright red berries ripen in early summer and have a sweet tart flavor, often compared to cherries or red currants. They're also packed with nutrients, making them popular among gardeners who value both productivity and resilience. So why isn't goumi planted everywhere? Goumi planted because it's often mistaken for some of its invasive relatives, particularly autumn olive. Many gardeners avoid it without realizing they're looking at a completely different plant. Unfortunately, that confusion has kept one of the most useful soil-building fruit plants surprisingly rare. But if improving poor soil is impressive, the next tree survives something even more difficult: extreme drought. Number 8. Jujube. If fruit trees ever held a survival competition, jujube would be a serious contender. This remarkable tree has spent thousands of years adapting to some of the harshest growing conditions on Earth. Rocky ground, gravelly soil, compacted clay, alkaline soil, and long periods of drought are all conditions that can challenge many fruit trees. Jujube barely seems bothered. Its secret is an aggressive root system that searches deep for moisture when the upper layers of soil become dry. In extreme conditions, the tree can even slow its growth and conserve resources until better conditions return. The fruit is just as unusual as the tree itself. When eaten fresh, it's crisp and sweet, almost like a small apple. Leave it to dry, and the flavor transforms into something much closer to a date. It's almost like getting two different fruits from the same tree. Yet despite more than 4,000 years of cultivation history, many gardeners in North America have never grown one. And while jujube handles drought exceptionally well, our next plant tackles a different challenge entirely: salt, alkalinity, and some of the toughest soils imaginable. Number 7. Silver Buffaloberry. At first glance, Silver Buffaloberry doesn't look like a plant that belongs in a fruit garden. With its thorn-covered branches, rugged appearance, and tendency to form dense thickets, it looks more like something designed to keep people out than attract them in. But that's exactly what makes it so tough. This native North American shrub thrives in poor alkaline soils, salty ground, heavy clay, and dry conditions that challenge many traditional fruit trees. Even better, it works with nitrogen-fixing bacteria, allowing it to grow where nutrients are in short supply. In other words, it's built for survival. The small red berries aren't especially sweet when first harvested. In fact, many people find them too tart to enjoy, but after exposure to frost, the flavor becomes noticeably milder and sweeter, making the fruit popular for jams, jellies, and sauces. So why don't more people plant it? The answer is simple. Sharp thorns, aggressive spreading roots, and a wild growth habit make it difficult to fit into neat suburban landscapes. Ironically, some restoration projects have used buffaloberry to help stabilize degraded land and reduce erosion. And if you think that's unusual, wait until you meet the forgotten fruit that people once had to partially rot before they could eat it. Number 6. Common Medlar. If you've never heard of Common Medlar, you're not alone. For centuries, this unusual fruit tree was grown across Europe and considered a prized delicacy. Today, most gardeners have never even seen one. And the reason is surprisingly strange. Unlike most fruits, medlar isn't meant to be eaten immediately after harvest. Pick it too early, and the fruit is hard, tart, and unpleasantly astringent. Instead, it must go through a process known as bletting, a period of softening after harvest that transforms the fruit's texture and flavor. Once ready, the flesh becomes sweet, rich, and often compared to spiced apples, dates, and brown sugar. To modern consumers, that probably sounds bizarre, but for generations, it was completely normal. The tree itself is far more adaptable than many people realize. It tolerates heavy clay soils, compacted ground, and difficult growing conditions that can frustrate more popular fruit trees. So why did it disappear? Modern supermarkets favored fruits that could be picked, shipped, and sold quickly. Medlar couldn't compete. And that allowed one of history's most fascinating fruit trees to quietly fade into obscurity. But if medlar is forgotten, the next fruit tree is almost unknown. and its flavor sounds too strange to be real. Number 5. Kei, Chinese mulberry. Even among experienced gardeners, Kei is one of those fruit trees that almost nobody talks about. And that's surprising, because it combines unusual fruit, impressive toughness, and an ability to grow where many other fruit trees struggle. Native to East Asia, Kei can tolerate rocky ground, poor soil, dry conditions, and challenging landscapes that would limit more demanding species. Once established, it becomes remarkably resilient and requires very little attention. But the fruit is what truly gets people's attention. At first glance, it looks almost artificial. Bright red, round, covered in tiny bumps. And then there's the flavor. Many growers describe it as a blend of watermelon, cantaloupe, and ripe figs, a combination that sounds completely made up until you taste it yourself. So why isn't everyone planting Kei? The biggest reason is propagation. Quality trees often require specialized grafting techniques, making them harder to produce and less common in mainstream nurseries. As a result, most gardeners never encounter one. That's a shame, because among rare fruit enthusiasts, Kei has developed a reputation as one of the hidden gems of the fruit world. And while Kei thrives in poor, rocky soil, our next tree takes that idea even further, growing where there's barely any soil at all. Number 4. Carob Tree. Imagine finding a fruit tree growing from a crack in a rocky hillside where almost nothing else seems capable of surviving. That's the carob tree. Native to the Mediterranean region, this remarkably tough species has spent centuries adapting to dry landscapes, nutrient-poor soils, rocky ground, and alkaline conditions that challenge many conventional fruit crops. Its secret is hidden underground. Carob develops a powerful taproot that pushes deep into the soil, searching for moisture far beyond the reach of most surface-rooted plants. That ability allows it to survive long droughts and thrive in places where rainfall is often scarce. But the fruit is what makes this tree truly unique. Instead of producing a typical fruit, carob grows long brown pods filled with naturally sweet pulp. For generations, those pods have been dried and ground into carob powder, a popular chocolate substitute that contains no caffeine. So why don't more gardeners grow it? The answer is simple. Carob grows slowly, takes years to reach full production, and struggles in cold climates. A harsh winter can quickly end its chances of survival. Still, in hot, dry regions, few fruit trees are better adapted to difficult soil. And the next plant doesn't just survive harsh conditions, it doubles as a living security fence. Number 3. Kei Apple. At first glance, Kei Apple looks less like a fruit tree and more like something designed to protect a fortress. And honestly, that's not far from the truth. Native to South Africa, this rugged plant is so heavily armed with sharp thorns that it's often used as a living barrier. In some regions, dense Kei apple hedges are tough enough to stop livestock and discourage unwanted visitors. But those intimidating thorns hide an incredibly resilient survivor. Kei apple thrives in nutrient-poor sand, dry soils, coastal environments, saline conditions, and even heavy clay. While many fruit trees demand rich soil and careful maintenance, this species has evolved to handle neglect remarkably well. The fruit itself is surprisingly attractive. Small, orange-yellow, and similar in appearance to an apricot, it's packed with vitamin C and has been used for generations in jams, jellies, sauces, and preserves. There's just one catch: fresh fruit can be extremely tart. For most people, it's far better after processing than straight off the tree. So why isn't Kei apple more popular? Between its massive thorns, limited nursery availability, and the need for both male and female plants for reliable fruit production, many gardeners simply choose easier options. But if you think Kei apple is rare, wait until you see the forgotten fruit tree from the Himalayas that most people outside its native region have never even heard of. Number 2. Box Myrtle. There's a good chance you've never heard of Box Myrtle. In fact, outside parts of the Himalayan region, most gardeners have no idea this fruit tree even exists. And that's exactly what makes it one of the most fascinating plants on this list. Box myrtle naturally grows on rocky mountain slopes, degraded hillsides, and nutrient-poor soils where many fruit trees would struggle to establish themselves. In these harsh environments, it has evolved a remarkable survival strategy. Like a few of the other species we've covered, box myrtle works with nitrogen-fixing bacteria that help it thrive in soils with very low fertility. Instead of relying on rich ground, it has adapted to make the most of difficult conditions. The fruit is small, dark red to purple when ripe, and prized for its refreshing sweet tart flavor. In its native range, it's enjoyed fresh and used in traditional drinks, preserves, and local specialties. So why is it virtually unknown in the West? The biggest challenge is availability. Seeds can be difficult to germinate, commercial cultivars are rare, and very few nurseries offer it for sale. As a result, most gardeners never get the opportunity to grow one, which is a shame, because this forgotten mountain fruit has been quietly thriving in poor soil for generations. And now we've reached the plant that may be the ultimate bad soil survivor of them all. Number 1. Sea Buckthorn. If poor soil had a king, Sea Buckthorn would be a strong candidate for the crown. This extraordinary plant has earned a reputation for thriving where many fruit trees never stand a chance. Sandy soils, gravel, rocky ground, coastal conditions, alkaline environments, and even severely degraded land are all places where sea buckthorn can survive and produce fruit. But what truly separates it from almost everything else on this list is what happens below the surface. Sea buckthorn forms a partnership with nitrogen-fixing bacteria that help enrich the surrounding soil. In other words, it doesn't just tolerate poor conditions, it can actually help improve them over time. That's one reason conservation projects and land restoration programs have used it to reclaim damaged landscapes and stabilize vulnerable soils. The fruit is just as impressive. Its bright orange berries are packed with vitamins, antioxidants, and beneficial plant compounds. In some parts of the world, they're considered among the most nutrient-dense fruits available. So why isn't every gardener planting sea buckthorn? 3 reasons. It's covered in sharp thorns. It spreads through aggressive suckers. And because male and female plants are usually required for fruit production, growing it can be slightly more complicated than planting a typical fruit tree. But for gardeners battling poor soil, few plants offer a combination of resilience, productivity, and soil-building potential, quite like sea buckthorn. And that's why it earns the number 1 spot on this list. So, there you have it. 12 incredible fruit trees that prove poor soil doesn't always mean poor harvests. From swamp-loving Mayhaw and drought-tough Jujube to the soil-improving power of sea buckthorn, these plants thrive where many traditional fruit trees fail. Now I'm curious, which one would you actually plant in your yard? Let me know in the comments. And if you know someone struggling with poor soil, share this video with them. Don't forget to subscribe, because there are hundreds more forgotten fruit trees most gardeners have never heard of.